Olá, eu sou o Gabriel, da Easy Languages Intercâmbio para Adultos. Hoje eu estou acompanhado da Maria, que é a responsável pela América Latina da escola Celtic, em Cardiff, no país de Gales. Hoje a gente vai falar um pouco da escola. Eu estive em Cardiff em 2017, passei vários dias lá, conheci muito bem a cidade, a escola, gostei muito e eu estou muito feliz que a Maria esteja hoje conosco para nos contar um pouquinho mais sobre a cidade, sobre a escola e alguns pontos importantes. Eu vou passar para o inglês, que vai ficar mais fácil a nossa comunicação. Hello, Maria. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Gabriel. Nice to meet you too.
So, could you explain what are the advantages of Cardiff as a study destination?
Yes, of course. Well, I was living in Cardiff for 4 years, so I know the city quite well. Cardiff is a capital city of Wales, so even if people think about Cardiff like a small town in the middle of nowhere, it's a very lively city. It's a university city as well, so you can find a lot of students all year round in the city. The good thing as well is only 2 hours by train from London, so it makes things very easy for the students studying in Cardiff to go on the weekend and visit the city for a couple of days maybe. Another advantage I feel is really good for especially all Latin American students is when you go there you want to travel around Europe. So in Cardiff Airport we have a lot of connections to different cities in Europe, like Spain, Italy, France, so it makes things really, really easy on that sense.
I also noticed when I went there that the cost of life is very low in Cardiff. What could you say about this?
Yes, to be honest, Cardiff is one of the cheapest cities in the UK. If you compare, for example, there are many websites where you can compare the cost of living with other cities in the country. You can see, for example, that it's 35% lower than London. So especially, for example, transportation or even accommodation. So if you see, for example, to the public transport, in Cardiff you pay £50 only for the bus pass for the whole month, while maybe in London you pay £150 or even more. So it makes a huge difference on that sense. And even for example, leisure, go to the cinema is only £4, which is really affordable, especially for students studying it there.
Great, thank you. One of the reasons we choose to work with Cardiff is because of the school of Celtic English Academy. Celtic is the pronunciation of Celtic in Wales. And what could you say about the school to our students?
Well, Celtic English Academy has been in Cardiff for the last 14 years already. We are always very proud because we have maximum 10 students per class, which makes things much easier for the student to progress and improve their English in a shorter period of time. Also, we receive more than 55 nationalities per year, and only 6% correspond to the Latin American market, which makes a really, really low percentage of Brazilians at the school. So it makes things really good for students to get a full immersion on the language, get to know the culture, and not just mix with other Brazilians that at the end you just speak Portuguese with them.
Still regarding the school, we also have a lot of students who are age 30 and over, 30 years old and over, because we, as an agency, we focus a lot on adult and mature students, professionals, executive, third age students as well. How are the ages in the school? What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, so the school, we are an adult school anyway, so our school is 16 and above. We receive such a great variety of ages that you can find there's a young boy of 16 years old, but you can find as well a mature woman of 60 years old. So our average age is usually between 26 and 27 years old, which is quite high for an English school in the UK. Yeah, it's good for the students to have this variety, and even if they are more mature, they don't need to feel like, oh, I'm going to be with very young people that they don't have the same interests as me, or I'm going to be bored because I cannot go for a drink with them. So I think they have this mix of nationalities and ages, so it's good for them to get to know other students as well.
Thanks, Maria. Actually, 27 years old is quite high for the UK for an English school, so this is very interesting for us. I also saw that you have a 30-plus accommodation in student residence. Could you speak a bit more about this accommodation?
Yes, we have our main residence is only 15 minutes walking from the school, and they offer different rooms depending on the type of students. Obviously, not all the students are looking for the same. So, for example, we thought that more mature students, like 30-plus students, look for more like a clean accommodation, non-party students. They are more quiet environment than a 20 years old girl going to Cardiff. So this type of accommodation is, they have their private room with the private bathroom, and they only share the kitchen with other 2 students, so 3 students in total. Which makes things much easier for more mature students looking for something different. Anyway, they always have the standard room, which is shared between 7 rooms, or even the studio, that they have their own kitchen as well. And obviously we have homestay families, that is like always an alternative, that even if they want to work together with another student, or they want to have more like immersion on the culture of a British family.
Thanks, Maria. Indeed, the accommodation is very important, and is very important to us to ensure not only a good school for adults, but an adequate accommodation in which our students will feel safe, will have a good atmosphere, a clean atmosphere. So it's very good to know that you have this option, and as well as others. Thank you very much for participating with us. It was a pleasure seeing you today. Fique à vontade para postar os comentários, para fazer alguma pergunta que vocês queiram esclarecer. Muito obrigado por terem assistido esse vídeo e até uma próxima.